if you ever been in the United States and you've had White Castle, those are sliders, and oh my god, dude, White Castle, you can eat 100 of those. But anyway, that's a good choice, Chris. It's a good choice, my friend. Okay, let's see where we are. We got stream live, and we need to chat, don't we? If you're in any of the other chats, I'm sorry, I didn't see your messages. I have not yet turned on the multi-chat. Let's see, does it work today? 3, 2, bam! Multi-chat is on. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's that special time of day where we do our morning checks everywhere else. No technical difficulties today, Pog? That's to be seen, all right? We got to do... So every stream start, I know you're new around here. Every stream start, we do our morning checks on all the websites, and that's when we need to see. So far, none. But now we have a 4-piece check. So here's where we find out if everything's working right. So get ready. If you weren't on Twitch, you would see the check happening because it goes in the multi-chat on screen for all the other sites. Again, on Twitch, there can be no multi-chat because it's not allowed. All right, so we go 1 out of 4. We hit it with a morning. 1 out of 4, successful. Saturn says, hi, Dan. How are you today, Saturn? You doing well? Big day, Saturn. How's Poland treating you? Okay, so that's a 1 out of 4 check, folks. 1 out of 4 success. Once we reach 4 out of 4, the stream starts. Bam, 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 boom. All right, here we go. On kick, 2 out of 4. Morning. Boom. Let's see it. 2 out of 4 checks, success. Saturn says, I'm good, and you? I am doing wonderful, Saturn. And by wonderful, I mean horrible. I'm sad. I'm suffering. I'm not sleeping. I'm in pain. Everything's going wrong. I need to... Last night, okay, everyone? Last night, I had insomnia because of Nightreign. Because of the game. I had insomnia because of this game. I'm not joking. I know that sounds stupid, but I was in bed and I couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about how I fell through the map and how I deranked and I lost all this, points, and like how all my effort has been for nothing. And I started to kind of spiral about it. And then I reached this conclusion of like, who cares? I hit him with the morning. That's 3 to 4 checks. We're almost ready to go, folks. I realized this I'm like taking things too seriously. Like it started to affect me. It's like I've always wanted to play these games. I've always wanted to be good at these games. And now that I've shown that I can be good at these games, it hurts to like have such progress backwards, But I need to just like, take it in stride and, practice, get better, and enjoy myself. Because honestly, these are the only moments of the day I get to enjoy that I'm not working so hard. So it's like, not to say that stream isn't work to some effect, but this is technically, my relaxed period until I have like an editor and they start making actual money. Backwards. Oh, there we go. Double voice. That means that the audio check is successful. Congratulations. We are ready. Okay, here we go. For the 4 out of 4, we go with a morning. Let's see. Does it work? Does it work? Does the 4 out of 4 check work? Are we ready to go, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, we are good. The 4 out of 4 check has concluded with success. Now, let me fix the sizing of this. There we are. Progress backwards, it's called regress. Regress? Is that true? That sounds right, boring. Of course you know the English language better than I do. Guy doesn't even speak English. It's his first language. Then again, neither do I. I barely speak it at all. Guy smarter than I am. Trig says, Dan, we are good. How is the new life, Trig? Still going well? Still going amazing? Wonderful to see in the chat. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to stream. You know what that means? It means that it is ping time, ping time, ping time. We're going to ping that Discord. Now, today's message to the Discord. What do we say, I wonder? What do we say? How do we market today's stream? Boring gifted a tier 1 sub to Trig, bro. Bro, thank you so much for that gifted sub. What are you doing with your life? Why would you do that? That's so kind. And also unnecessary. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. That means the absolute world to me. Y'all know that, any subs go so far for me. Especially now as I'm building things up. Boring, thank you so much for that sub. I appreciate it. Like, it means the absolute ever-loving world to me. Trick says, and the founder's badge is back. Let's go. Wait, Trig, are you not modded? Can I mod you, Trig, by the way? I feel like everyone who comes in here that I trust, I need to mod. So everyone in this chat will be modded by the end of it. It's not that I think that... It's not that I think that, like, you know, I'm asking you to do anything. It's just if you're in the chat and you see somebody posting, like, a... I don't know, something wild, like some AI chatbot spam. Like, it's just simple. It's like, oh, here's a link to install malware 2025. I'll just delete that. That sort of thing. Bro, mod me absolutely. Okay, cool. After stream, I will do that. Thank you so much. Okay. Ping going out again, boring. So thank you so much. I'm going to complain to you later that you did that and that you shouldn't. Thank you so much, dude. Okay. At everyone, Discord ping coming. Here it is, folks. Another day, another Dan, live, alive, living. Living is pain, painful suffering, nightmares abound, Nightreign nightmares. No more nights, no more rain, suffer, rain from my eyes, for we lose. From Soft has cast me out of the kingdom of heaven, and so we must pay penance. We must solo, we must grind, we must practice, we must become worthy of our Lord Miyazaki. Come now, watch even harder game... Oh, I misspelled that. Harder game play as we traverse... How do you spell traverse, folks? Who knows? Hold on, let me see this. It's how I thought it was. Traverse. Traverse. Yeah, I was right. As we traverse solo mode at depth 5. Come in now, and then 87 exclamation marks. That's the most important part. Boom! Hold up. By using it, everyone, you're about to ping 30 plus people. Yes, sir. This is my Discord. That's what the purpose is. Publish. I don't know what that does, but I clicked the publish button. And now in 5, 4, 3, 2, we're in there. All right, reading the chat. Appreciate it. I was about to redo mine. Now I can save it for a rainy day. You always give somebody else. No, I'm just joking. Dude, you go live are hilarious. I swear. A car salesman every time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, you know, I think the most honest version of Doldrum Dan that you're going to ever see is when I'm making my my pings in the Discord. That's the most real I get, you know? That little insanity, unhingedness, that's me. Traverse, I think. You were right, boring. That was correct. Chris says, I have one little thing to do. What are you going to do, Chris? Do tell, Chris. Trick says, married life been going, bro. Doesn't really feel different, but it feels so much better having removed that stress from my life. I can bet. Vertigo! What Souls games don't you have that you need? Oh. Okay, so Vertigo, this is a goat in the chat. For those who don't know, Vertigo, absolute goat right here. So we were supposed to do a birthday stream for my birthday in August. Okay. And thanks to the kindness of Vertigo and Bree, we got Sekiro, we got Dark Souls 1. And then the idea was we were going to do a big birthday marathon stream where we speed run Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Elden Ring all in one stream. It was going to be very special, right? The issue is that I'm poor. And the money, so I started saving up to buy Dark Souls 2 and 3. Those are the games I don't own yet. Is Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. So I started to save up for it, you know, which again, I'm poor. I live in a village, you know, in an undisclosed country. So you need 2 and 3, yeah. So I started to save up. I put a few dollars away here and there, you know, whatever I could, because again, I have to take care of my family, take care of the people I care about. That's how it is, right? And then we had problems here in my home. Things like I needed to replace this for the generator, for the power, for the internet, for this, that, the other, and everything kept taking the money I was putting away to do that. And so I still haven't been able to buy Dark Souls 2 and 3, which has sucked, by the way, because I've had Dark Souls 1 just sitting there thanks to y'all. Which one do you want first? I mean, I guess it's an either or situation. Dude, Chris the Ninja with the $5 donation. Here's a little something for you. Chris, Dude, you know that means so much to me. Thank you so much, Chris. Chris, that, you know you don't have to do it. Chris, I really appreciate that, Chris. Thank you for the $5. You know that goes such a long way towards our goals, towards what we're trying to do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Absolutely. For those who can't see the donation, Chris donated on Rumble. In terms of which game first, either or, because I promised the stream I wouldn't play any of them until the birthday stream, but I can't. So I haven't been able to play Dark Souls 1, even though I have it, and it's killed me inside, okay? Check your Discord in like 10 minutes. Trick says, I think once he plays 3, 2 is that much worse. I played the Dark Souls games before, all right? Those are the only video games I ever played in my life. I love the Dark Souls games, all right? 2 is great. I wouldn't say that much worse than 3. I mean, obviously 3 is a perfect game. How you doing? But Vertigo, check your Discord in 10 minutes. Will do. But Vertigo is a goat. Vertigo got us, I think it was, I'm a little confused between it because my memory's bad, because Vertigo, I think, bought me Dark Souls 1 remastered, and then Bree Spills Tea got me Sekiro. I don't think I have that backwards. And it just, that was pretty huge. Absolute goat, Vertigo. Actually, can I? No, I don't know how to, I need to. Oh, that's right. I can't VIP people yet, but Vertigo, one day when I get partner and I am able to VIP people on Twitch, you're my first VIP right there. Well, you and T. Chris, again, dude, Chris, thank you for the dono. Really, thank you so much, man. Okay, let me fix something real quick. So it is OBS, Streamlabs, YouTube, Kick, Twitch. Yes, sir, W-Mans. What about me says boring. I love you too, boring. And thank you again for that gift sub. It really means the world. Thank you for starting the train. Boring. I appreciate you so much. Your check's in the mail. Okay, here we go. Everything is set up. Everything is good to go. Rick says, I wonder about would a global Steam key work? I don't know. I know an American Steam key works, but a global one? I genuinely don't know. Rick says, man's gonna forget me once you get famous? Never. Boom. Wait a minute. Fix that. All right, there we go, folks. Dude. Thank you for all the love today. Thank you, Boring. Thank you, Chris. Absolutely incredible. Oh, dude. Look at what we have here. Folks, are you ready to see why my stream title is Nightmarish Suffering and why my Discord ping is an unhinged sorrow? Ladies and gentlemen, I reveal to you my failure as a man, as a gamer, as a streamer. Here it comes. Boom. There it is. 69. Hey, nice. Except not nice. We have dropped down. We were 9,100. We almost reached max rank in the world. We have dropped down 2,200 points due to the game bugging out and glitching. For the most part. Oh, the stream is having an issue. Oh, interesting. OBS just chugged. That's different. I might have just had an internet hiccup for a moment. If you can hear me on the stream, please say you can hear me. If you can hear me on the stream, say you can hear me, please. My bitrate just went to 0 for a moment. Everything looks back to normal for the most part. Oh, it is really fluctuating. If you can hear me on the stream, please say you can hear me. Begging you. Praying for you. My poor question, says Vertigo. What's your question, Vertigo? I can hear you. Okay, thank you. Oh, dude, heartbreaking. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. If anyone, Chris, if anyone can check out the other streams and make sure that you can hear me there. We know Twitch is working, but if Chris, can you, real quick, can you look at Kick, YouTube, Rumble, and make sure you can hear me on there as well and that they're good, because everything kind of went black for an instant. Oh, dude, I see Twitch buffering though. Would a global Steam key work? Oh, I did respond to that, and the answer was I genuinely do not know, Vertigo. I know an American Steam key works, but a global Steam key, I don't know. Like, genuinely. My bitrate is going all over the place, chat. I'm very concerned right now about my stream. We haven't had this issue with OBS in a while, so I'm thinking this is literally my internet. is having a stability issue right now. We're just watching it. But anyway, yeah, Vertigo, I don't know if you heard me before, but I just don't know, you know? You got to remember, I'm new to gaming. I'm new to using a Windows computer. I'm new to using Steam. So I just know that American Steam keys work, but do global? Who can say? But anyway, folks, in terms of our suffering, we lost so many games. OBS and Nightreign don't mix well, man. I mean, that's actually very true. But so, get this. We first lose a game because the internet goes out mid-game. And FromSoft, the game, thinks that I'm trying to cheat. They think I was trying to grief my team. And so they penalized me 1,100 points. We lose another game. We fall through the map 80 times in a row. We lose another game. Last night, I load into the game, and then Nightreign crashes. I was able to rejoin the game later, but it was too late. And so I have just, and it's been this week only, so I think this patch of Nightreign is unstable. So I can't play trios right now. I'm going to go back to solo because I don't trust trios. I'm going to rank down under depth 5. I'm one loss away. Because right now, in depth 5, you can lose 2,000 points in one loss. Or even, you know, we lost 1,100 points before. If I lost 1,100, I'd be in depth 4. And at that point, we just give up, you know. We turn off the stream, you know. We just cry. We just cry. There's just no reason anymore, you know. And I just want to play a game. But anyway, Vertigo says, oh no, you're fine. I think my phone cut out when you said that. Trick says, yup, had that happen. Vertigo says, hey, let's see if it works. Don't go into a game yet. All right, I'm not going into a game yet. I need to explain my life story here anyway. Oh, this is so painful, chat. I mean, you all know, I've worked so hard to be able to get to this place and then being so brutalized. So anyway, but we are no longer undefeated in depth 5. I know I don't count all of those glitches, right? I think this current patch, they'll fix it probably by Wednesday. That's when they do their patch updates. So I think I'm not going to do any trios until Wednesday, when they fix everything. But I lost a game genuinely yesterday by a freak accident. Chris says, I hear you and looks good here on Kick. Okay, thank you for checking that. That means a lot. I lost a game last night to duo boss on horses. What are they called? What is the horse duo boss called? Knights Cavalry duo. My entire team, it was the funniest thing, to be honest, because we were doing fine. I was like, oh, this is going to be an easy dub. And the horse jumps with its giant halberd and just one swipe behind the back. That's why none of us saw it. All 3 people went down at the same time. It was just like an unbelievable RNG, like, oh, well, that's a loss. Because I knew in my head, I was like, I could have ulted there. I should have. So I finally lost in depth 5, an actual loss. So that's why the undefeated is gone for my title. But yeah, so now we're down to 6,900. Just let me put this into perspective for you, okay? It would take 16 wins in a row to get to 999 now. And as we know, I only have time enough for a few games of stream. So this is like, it's pretty brutal. You know, maybe you get there quicker if you get mystery games. Every single person says, though, every streamer says, at depth 5, solo is way harder than in trios. The game is built for trios. Trick says, you got this, man. Let's make it happen. Oh, I'm going to make it happen. All right. Thank you for the support. I'm going to play solo. I'm going to play solo because then if there's a bug or it crashes, I don't lose points. But not only that, I need to be better. I need to be better, folks. I need to be the best there is. And the only way I'm going to get that is if I can do this all solo. So this is going to be much harder, but it's what I'm going to do. I've heard Ice Guys say it. I've heard Yui say it. That solo in depth 5 is just so much harder than trios. And it's funny because in the base game, solo is easier than trios. But in depth 5, where everything has 10 billion health, I mean, you're there. It's not easy. Chris says, I hear you and delayed here as always on Rumble. Well, sure. The delay isn't too bad, though, I can see, but you can hear me. That's what matters. Thank you for confirming that, Chris. That means a lot. But, yeah, so that's the situation, folks. We're going to go into solo matches. Make sure my relics are correct. They are. We're going to go into solo matches. And we are just going to party. We are going to lose a lot. Just get ready, folks. But we are going to get better, and we're going to play some of the most, what I would say, entertaining gameplay I've ever played, which is I am going to be like playing at the highest level ever, and that I could. Okay, look at Discord. Okay, I've got a message here to look at my Discord, opening Discord. Loading. Loading. We got a message here. Ooh. I see that there, my friend. Let me copy that. I don't know what I've been given right now, folks, but I've just been given something possibly incredible. It's loading. Whoa! Thank you for the something. I can't see it because I have steam over my face. I can't see whatever you've just done. Oh. Let me minimize everything. Dude, Vertigo. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. To Kitsume, thank you, Vertigo. Dude, you don't have to do that. Overly kind. Everyone, thank you so much for the love today. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, I'm trying to do this at... product. All right, here we go. I'm entering the product code. So, you know, let me... Activation successful. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, Asia. This product activation code has successfully been activated. This product or products are now permanently associated with your Steam account. Now, this is the Asian version. So I wonder, will it work? This is actually a really important thing that you just did, Vertigo. Not only is this an incredible gift, I don't even know how expensive this was. I'm afraid to hit install, though. That's a global code. It says Asia on Steam. It says that's an Asia code. But it did let me activate it. It lied to you? Yeah, you got lied to. Maybe it'll let me use it because I am in Asia. Chris says, I hear you. It looks good here on YouTube. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so then everything's working. It did lie to you, but maybe this is going to work. And also, you got the right version of Dark Souls 2. I did not tell you, which is my bad. I forgot to say that I needed Scholar of the First Sin, so you got the right one. So good on you. If it doesn't work, I'll buy you another one, bro. Don't even say that. Like you're too overly kind. I don't even know how, I don't even want to ask how expensive it was. It's not like classy to do that about a gift. I'm afraid to hit install during stream, because then it'll be downloading, and even though I have fast download speeds, I'm afraid of how that'll impact my stream, which is being a little rocky today. So Vertigo, I know Souls games, don't worry. Yeah, I mean, clearly. Vertigo, listen, I'm going to install this after stream, okay? And so if it doesn't work or whatever, I'll message you. And if it does work, I will message you. But anyway, folks, I want everyone to understand, Vertigo in the chat has just bought me Dark Souls 2, the game. I believe that cost him around $8,000 because it's a special game. Dark Souls 2 is known as the greatest game made by human, man, angel alike. It costs about $8,000 in the Steam store. It's a special game for that reason, and Vertigo has gifted it to me. Can you believe this? Vertigo has mortgaged their house just to buy me Dark Souls 2. DS3 better? I mean, well, yes, objectively that's true, but Dark Souls 2 is better in different ways. Okay, Dark Souls 2 is the best game of all time in the ways of its uniqueness, in the ways of its glory. I'll give you an example. Vertigo, you've played Dark Souls 2, I assume, right? So if you play it correctly, you do ascend to nirvana, a high kind of enlightened state where you begin to levitate. Did you begin to levitate when you played Dark Souls 2? Because if not, then maybe you didn't fully complete it. And so I understand why you'd think other games could possibly be better. But yeah, you'll see it live on stream. Maybe we'll turn on the webcam for that part of the Dark Souls 2 run. But the bro is not Wukong. Okay, but this is like really, really special. Like, I want everyone to know, because for the long-time viewers here know, we have been, that birthday stream where we played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 Elden Ring has been delayed because Keck poor for so long. So now that we have Dark Souls 2, thanks to Vertigo, all that remains is Dark Souls 3. So we are so close. And once we have that, not only do we get to like move forward in our streaming career, you know? IMO DS2 is the worst Souls game, but it's still peak. I mean, that's my feeling, right? I think Dark Souls 2 is the worst of them, but that's like saying it's still, I think it's still great. You know what I mean? It's like FromSoft is just too good, you know? So it's like, what's, you know, the worst of incredible things. That's the way I look at it. Of course, I am. Everyone knows I'm biased and a FromSoft fanboy. Oh, I've got a funny story for everyone that you might not believe about FromSoft and Bandai that I'm about to tell you. I forgot about this. But anyway, thanks to Vertigo, we are now extremely close to that stream. Because Dark Souls 3 is all that remains. And then finally, folks, we can move forward in our streaming career. And we can start playing the other games that we want to play, that we have been teasing for so long. And I'm very, very excited. So I'll say it one last time to not get annoying, but thank you to Vertigo that goes seriously beyond. That is such a big deal. You know, cough, cough, Sekiro. Exactly. We're going to get to Sekiro too. Thank you so much. It means genuinely everything to me. You know, I have a hard time in my days, and this really, it's a big deal. Sekiro is so peak, dude. I can't wait to experience Sekiro. God, oh my God, that's gonna be so much fun. And thanks to, I think T bought that for me, so I have it here and I have it downloaded. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I have all the Dark Souls games, I'm gonna stop playing Nightreign. I mean, we'll still go back to Nightreign every once in a while because we are depth 5. We did kind of reach the top of the mountain. I'll go back to Nightreign for a quick game every once in a while because I love the game, obviously. But once I have all the games, we're gonna start going into other games. Sekiro makes you really levitate. I mean, that's true. That's what I've heard. That's what they've said. But okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all before I get into this, I have to tell y'all one last thing. So we have been taking losses, and someday we will play Nightreign. Dude, we should all play Nightreign together. It'd be so incredible. So I've been taking losses to bugs, errors, falling through the map, disconnections, right? So finally, chat, I did something that I don't think other people have done because it's a little unhinged. I contacted Bandai. I spent hours trying to get through to them because they deleted their email for support and I had to log in and you had to create an account, which is like, I'll just create an account. Except in the country I live in, the undisclosed country, which is a secret and I don't tell people, but we all know that it's in Central Asia. For whatever reason, they were like blocking my country. So it took me hours and hours to be able to finally get an account and contact them, but I did. I contacted Bandai Namco support, but it wasn't so easy. So I couldn't get in touch with them. So I had to, so first I speak to their toy department in America. And I'm like, listen, you must have an email for somebody I can contact. And the toy department's like, no, we do not have an email. We're sorry. We don't have a phone number anymore. I'm bothering random branches of Bandai Namco around the world to try to get them to answer my support ticket. And they're like, dude, I work in a toy store. What do you want from me? I don't know the CEO of Bandai. What do you want? Finally, we got it to work. Towards the end of the day, it was a saga, folks. And we contacted Bandai Namco and we said, hey, here's the situation. We've been losing points. Give us our points back. Madge. Except I said it very kindly and I said, here's what I told Bandai, all right? I think y'all will find this a little funny. Because I was just straight up honest with them. I said, listen, I am the #1 fan of From Software, okay? Understand this. I stream From Software every single day, all right? Please, I'm begging you, help a man out here, okay? That's what I said to them. And so will they help me? Maybe, maybe not. Will they ban me? They might. Because they might go, hey, you've been quitting out of a lot of games here. We don't like that. And then they just ban me for 6 months. Wouldn't that be the funniest outcome of this all? Is I get banned for doing what every single other player has done in Depth 5. That is equally possible. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. It is possible that that happens and I get banned. But I think it was worth, you know, the thing to see what happens, to get in touch with Bandai. So we have gone a little above and beyond what other streamers have done. Here's what other streamers would say, and other people in Depth 5. If you told them, wait, so you contacted Bandai about losing points? They would say, is this guy out of his mind? What is this guy doing? Like, because first it's like poking the bear. Like, you don't want to upset them, one. Two, although, I mean, I love them. I made that clear in my message. But two, it's like, who cares, bro? Just get good. And that's the thing. If you're a FromSoft gamer, you know, if you're complaining about like, oh, give me my points back, the response has to be, just get good, man. Get them back yourself. You know, how about you work for something, huh? And so that's what we're doing, folks. Because we know that's not going to happen. Just jump to Sekiro if it does. I mean, that's what I'll do. What Boring just said in the chat is what will happen. If I get banned from Nightreign, guess who's playing Sekiro the next day? Which would, you know, not be the worst, obviously. You know, there are worse punishments than playing one of the greatest games ever made by human or man alike. All right, here we go, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, that is enough of a preamble. We have been yapping for 30 minutes. And again, shout outs to everyone who did donate and gift today. Shout out to Boring for the gift sub. Shout out to Chris for the $5. Shout out to Vertigo for the gift sub. Shout out to Vertigo for the game, Dark Souls 2. It's so Peak says, Vertigo Trick says, words that people think is trolling, but it's a real answer you will get. I mean, yeah, no, 100%. Boring says, Drig Loki wishing you get banned. I think there are multiple people of this community who would dream of me getting banned from Nightreign so that I'd move on from it. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, listen, I love you all, okay? Listen, you're great, you're the best. But I know some of you, in your mind, you're like, oh, please get banned from Nightreign. Please move on from it. But listen, I found not only is this, not only do I love this game, but it's kind of been training me on how to play video games. Like, you gotta remember, my first stream ever was 9.5 hours. Chat. Oh, this is so annoying. If you can hear me, say anything in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. If you can hear me, say anything in the chat. If you can hear me, say anything in the chat. If you can hear me, say anything in the chat. If you can hear me, say anything in the chat. Please, somebody say something in the chat. Boring says now yes. I don't know if Boring is able to hear me and is responding to me. I'm back. Can you hear me? Did the stream just die for people? Somebody tell me. Hold on, let me quit out of this game. What is the situation, folks? Hold on, let me quit out here because is the stream working again, everyone? Did the stream go down? Because the bitrate seems to have crashed to 0 just now on all of my streams. That's the scariest because I know it's not an OBS issue. I know it's not a Streamlabs issue. That has to be either a computer issue or that is a straight up internet issue, which is the worst possible thing because that's the kind of stuff that ends a man's stream career. Boring says yes for like 5 to 6 seconds. And Trick says, but I can hear you. Trick says it was dead for a moment. Ugh. Okay. Okay, it happened. Chat, wait. It happened the moment I clicked start game. Don't tell me my computer is fried. Can you imagine my computer just fried itself and now I can't play games? No, that obviously didn't happen. That would be a nightmare. All right, you know what we need to fix this? We need a bite of banana. Hold on. Okay, chat. Pay close attention because I'm very afraid if this happens again. I'm very afraid. I'm going to click start game. And is it going to crash my bitrate or was that a coincidence? It might have been a coincidence. I'm watching the bitrate. Please sound off in chat if the stream dies at all. Okay, Sentient Pest. That's pretty bad. That is a boss we would otherwise skip, but not anymore because we're grinding and trying to get better. Okay, here we go. I'm going to click start and let's see what happens to the bitrate. In 3, 2, start. It is fluctuating, but it isn't bad. Boring says also there's like a 10-second delay between the posting a message and you getting it. I mean, well, that's just kind of normal, like Twitch stuff. You know, delay does float around there. It does improve over time or get worse. It depends on the day. Okay, so I'm asking y'all in the chat if there are any cutouts. Just let me know anywhere you see a cutout on any of the websites. All right, we go into the map for Sentient Pest, who is a boss I have not fought in a while because we used to dodge him. We are playing to get better, folks. That means we're going to take a lot of losses, a whole lot of losses. All right, it's bow camp. All right, now the key to bow camp start. Bow camp start is Iron Eye's dream. But the key to it is you have to keep moving. You have to keep moving because they can one-shot you. And taking a one-shot early on is bad. Got him. Okay. Charged incants. Charge attacks. Bow camp is the dream, but it can still come up with bad RNG. Nothing. Holy attack power? We're not using holy. Nope. Oh, all right. Let's go. Here we go. The game is having an issue. Classic Grace doesn't load, but that's like a known issue in this game. All right, folks. I went the wrong way. Excuse me, pardon me, thank you. Boom, got that stone sword key. And we are outie. Through the window we go. Okay. We can use all of this. So, we in solo mode, because this game is much, much harder, our job is to immediately level up our weapon. Because we're going to do so little damage otherwise. It's just immediately level up our weapon, then get to that castle. We need to be checking for items that can help us, because everything is so much harder and so much stronger than we are. Now, our build that we have is made for trios. So, but we're trying it for solo, even though it is just not the best. We drink. We drink. Bam. Poisoned. Bam. Hit. Eye hit. Boom. Stagger in the eyes. Hit. 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 Wait, and through. Hit. Hit. These are R2s, folks. There we go. Oh, no. He staggers into the wall, meaning we can't take the crit. Or can we? Can we? Can we? Can we? No, we can't. We got robbed. That's so bad. Get through. Now, when he raises the sword, that's a one-shot kill. Come on. He's dead. Got him. And then we run in here as fast as we can. Don't forget, we are on a timer here. Okay. Flesh is good. Attack garbage. Skill garbage. I don't know what I just picked up, but it's garbage. Shield grease. A lemon. Scrap. All right, let's go in the chats. Charged incants. A cuck stone. That's what we're looking for. Smithing 1. Okay. And now we get rid of this. And we're out there, folks. It is just straight up castle o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. We need a +2 to our bow, and then we immediately need to start to grind levels. The dream is Banished Knights. Yikes is boring. Yikes is my life story. There's a Revenant in the lake. That is a skip. If it was an easy base, we'd go there for the levels. Walk by, hit the items, don't look at what they are. If we come back later, they'll be waiting for us. Boom. We need to be expedient. We need to be quick. We have no passives. Now, here's the issue, folks. We have not one single passive. So we are getting... So far, our RNG is bad. 1, 2. All right, the circle. Okay, it's crucibles. That's a fine circle. Let's see who the boss is. Little underboss check. Nope. We can do him, but that guy has a lot of health and will take us way too long to kill. Not worth it. Sup? Immediately. Charge this. Get him poisoned. We don't have time. I went... Excuse me, dude? Dude. 1 pixel. We hit... That is almost a run ender. We got just 1 pixel off. his stomp. That is so wild. That is so wild. But again, this is, you know, the getting better simulator. He's now holding my money. Sup? Where's my cash, bro? Got it. The poison has worn off. That's the part of dying that sucks. And this guy only dies to poison. As you can see, he takes 7 damage otherwise because he's got that big old shield. Poison. Come on. You really want to kill this guy in one poisoning. He's dead. Okay. Immediately, we go for the level up. Level 5. Okay, now it's becoming more realistic. Now it seems more believable. Maybe Doldrum Dan can do it. We don't know yet. Let's find out. Let me see if this is quicker. We're doing some testing here. There's a secret three chests over here, and we're trying to see, is it quicker to get up this way? I saw somebody do like a skip over here. Unfortunate, we can't get it. We don't know it. We need to check items. We need passives. Most of all, we need damage negation and full HP so we can actually survive one hit. Boom, boom, boom. What do we got? Less likely to be targeted. That's a hatchet. That's good. Not good for me now. Improved charge sorceries. A black bow with this is reduced fit. Wait, does that say reduced? Improved. Okay, that is actually incredible. We just got an incredible secondary bow. This is, oh my gosh. Okay, well, this was the most worth check I've ever done. All right, folks. We are now... No! This is the worst thing that could have happened. Okay, so now we have been teleported away to the worst boss ever. Who, by the way, is immune to poison. The issue with this boss, he will one-shot us. I have to do this. That's the only way I survive. Dude, see? Leaves us on 1 HP. Okay. We now die to any hit. Any hit kills us. Any hit kills us. So this is like a run-ending thing to happen. If we win, it's just more levels, which is fine. But we get nothing from it. This is the one invasion where it's like it doesn't give you anything. I'm dead. Dude! 1 HP. Incredible, dude. Oh, incredible. That's so sad. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? If you can hear me, say anything. 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 Please say that you can hear me. If you can hear me, tell me, hey, Dan, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Is anybody out there? I'm dead. That's fine. At this point, this game is over, and I just want to see if stream is working. My internet looks gigabit. Okay, I think this is a computer issue then, because my internet seems extremely strong. Yeah, it happened just as soon as you died. All good right now. Bro, he killed my internet and he killed me. This game is over, by the way. Right now, I'm just doing a little testing. We're gonna quit out of this game. Because... yeah, I think, I might need to, like, restart my computer. Do I make my Nightreign settings lower? Let's look at the advanced settings. I don't think the settings are gonna change what's affecting the bitrate. Like, maybe it's like a GPU thing. Let's see. Grass quality we'll put down to high. Global illumination quality we'll put down to medium. Shader quality we'll put down to medium. Water source quality we'll put down to low or high. I guess we'll keep it on high then. Reflection is high. Volumetric lighting is high. Effects quality is high. Lighting quality is high. Shadow quality is high. Motion blur is off. Depth of field is off. SSO, I don't really know what that is. We'll put it to high. Anti-aliasing we'll put to high. We'll keep that there. Texture quality we'll put to high. It's worth a try. Unfortunately, there's a second part to this. All right, let's quit out. Let's save these settings. Because I think it might be... I doubt it. It's probably my internet company having like a bitrate issue. Is like, even though my internet right now is... I could have 15 streams going at once. My internet is so strong. I'm looking at it. I don't know. I don't... How could it... I think it has to be my computer. And so maybe it's because of the GPU. Okay, we're saving these settings. Grass. Bro... You have all been so kind today and so giving. Just have med. I can't any lower than this and it'll be like, it'll impact the gameplay. We used to play on low settings when we had a worse computer. And it will impact the gameplay any lower than this. Okay, so, because you can't see as much, it's not as detailed. Okay. Listen, folks, I think I need to end my stream and then restart it. And by that, I mean, I need to like straight up turn my computer off and back on again. I've been having all these bugs with the game this past week. What if I'm having a computer issue and I don't even know it? Wouldn't that be funny? You know, I'm sitting there complaining. I'm talking to Bandai Namco. I'm writing the messages. And the whole time it's just been me. Everyone, it sucks because I know whenever I do something like this and I have to turn the stream off and on again, no one comes back. But I think that's our best play. Is to just straight up turn it off and on again and see if we have any more bitrate issues after. If we do, it's kind of a situation that we can't really ever determine what is causing it, you know? Let me hit the BRB screen. Let me quit the game. Because it's like, if it's a straight up computer issue, it's like, well, you know, I'm not getting a new computer. That's just, you know, I don't have the thousands of dollars that it would require to like upgrade from what I have now to something better. Like, this is a very good computer. We took out major loans, leg-breaking loans to get this computer, for those who remember. Or I mean, if you got the problem, it's all right. Later, better than never. Get to the problem later. I mean, this is a stream ending problem though. Because if the stream keeps going down like this, I just, it's going to impact the VOD if anything happens. The main purpose of our streaming, let's not forget everyone, is to, one day have edited content of it. And so if it's getting interrupted, it's going to break everything and then it becomes just a wasted day. So yeah, we have to fix this. All right, well, still waiting for the money I loaned you, by the way. Oh, yeah. Check's in the mail. All right, folks. I will be back within 10 minutes, hopefully even less. I'm going to full shut off my computer. And then come back. Okay? So I will be right back, everyone.